Welcome, Panthers, to this week's news packages. We have some exciting topics for you. Today is Friday, October 16th, 2020. Our first news package will be from Rayla with news on a trending game.
Hey Panthers, this is Rayla bringing you this week's news report from home. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the most popular video games on the planet, Roblox. For those who don't know, Roblox is an online gaming platform created in 2006 where creators and studios can create games while over 100 million kids play them worldwide. But today we're going to be turning our focus into one of the most popular games on the platform, Adopt Me. This game was created and launched in 2017 by Dreamcraft Studios. One of the main developers, Nufisi, stated that one of the many reasons why he created this game was because he wanted to make an impact on kids' childhood so they can remember when they'll grow up. And now we're going to talk to my friend Melody, who was one in millions in the Adopt Me community, to learn more about the game.
I started playing Adopt Me in January in 2020. This year, inspired by my friend Ella. She used to talk about it all day at school. I enjoyed Adopt Me because it's fun. You can play with friends and adopt pets. When Adopt Me first started, it's for role-playing, especially for smaller kids. And as it got popular when they added pets, Adopt Me transformed it into a trading platform where adults and children can play together and trade pets. I would like Adopt Me to add a space update where there might be rocket ships blasting off so that we can get into space and there will be new islands in space, because I think that would be really cool and I really like space and I'm sure that many kids out there does too.
And recently, Adopt Me made a brand new update that included a new pet egg called the Fossil Egg, where all the pets inside are extinct animals.
I think the fossil update is a really good idea because then students can learn about extinct animals while playing the game. It's also really fun about how many details and hard work they put into it and the event countdown before the eggs. I think the design graphic is really cute of how the egg looks like a dinosaur, and I think the hatching chance went up, which is very nice so that we can hatch more legendary pets. And I think it's a really good update.
Thank you, Melody, for sharing your experience with Roblox and Adopt Me. Fun facts: the monthly Roblox player count at its peak was 155 million players. Thank you for tuning into my news report. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Rayla. That seems really fun. Now to Liam, who has some research on a topic on how to be safe during this Halloween.
As October sets in and Halloween approaches, many wonder how the spookiest holiday will work. The CDC has recently given out guidelines on how to celebrate future holidays in this pandemic. First of all, the CDC recommends that we limit the amount of people for gatherings, recommend having no more than 10, and make sure that no one has been exposed to COVID-19, and that no one has been feeling any symptoms of COVID-19. Symptoms include fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, muscles or body aches, headaches, a new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting. With friends for any event, we ask that you social distance, wearing masks while not eating or drinking, and to stay outside so that you can limit the risk of spreading COVID-19. As for things to do on Halloween, we recommend these activities to ensure a safe and fun gathering. Carving or decorating pumpkins with members of your household and displaying them. Carving or decorating pumpkins outside at a safe distance with the neighbors or friends. Decorating your house, apartment, or living space. Doing a Halloween scavenger hunt where children are given lists of Halloween-themed things to do to look for while they walk outdoors from house to house, admiring Halloween decorations at a distance. Having a virtual Halloween costume contest. Having a Halloween movie night with people you live with. or having a scavenger hunt style trick-or-treat search with your household members in or around your home rather than going house to house. Don't participate in these following activities. Participating in traditional trick-or-treating where treats are handed to children who go door to door. Having trunk or treat where treats are handed out from trunks of cars lined up in large parking lots. Attending crowded costume parties held indoors. Going to an indoor haunted house where people may be crowded together and screaming. Going on hay rides or tractor rides with people who are not in your household. Now an interview with a Halloween fanatic. One. So Ryan, what's your favorite Halloween costume that you've worn?
There are a few. I'd say I really liked my costume last year though. It was pretty simple. It was just like a greaser who had gotten beat up. I remember I had a bat and my stepmom did makeup, so made it look like I had a black eye. So pretty fun.
That's pretty
also a really easy costume that I enjoyed making. Took me like 20 minutes. Like the spooky stuff. I don't know. Just like, fall is a good season, and there are lots of things that I enjoy about like Halloween and Halloween decorations, like putting up skeletons or ghosts or jack-o'-lanterns, just that kind of stuff. It's like a really pleasing aesthetic that I really enjoy looking at. I'm blanking on a horror movie because there are a few, but the original Halloween is a really good movie. I really like that one. And then Halloween themed movie that's not actually a horror movie is probably Halloween Town. I don't know. It's just like my sister and I saw it like a while back, and we were like, dude, this movie's sick. And so it's just kind of like a tradition to watch it now. It's really fun. It's a good movie too. It kind of blows. I know a lot of people are gonna be, having parties and stuff. Because I've heard about it, and it's like not completely safe, but it's because of like obviously COVID. But it's good to have like a small get together with friends. Not a lot of people will be trick or treating, so just like hanging out. I know a lot of people, especially my friends, that are still going in like Halloween costumes and are just gonna like go out and see a couple of friends. I'm not gonna be at home when Halloween is happening though, which kind of sucks, but I'll be able to see some of my Canadian friends, so that'll be pretty cool.
Even with the constrictions put in place this year, you can still have fun with friends and family this holiday season.
Pretty cool. I will definitely try some of these tips for a fun but safe Halloween. Finally, to Samita, who has a community news report on curbside pickup at the Mitchell Park Library.
Hi Panthers, I'm Samita from KJLS, and today I'm here at the Mitchell Park Library to find out how book pickups and returns are happening with safety guidelines in place. First, we have an interview with Marley, a supervising librarian here at the Mitchell Park Library.
So we closed down in March because of COVID, and we had to really be flexible about how we were going to continue offering the services. Our librarians got very creative, doing online story times, online craft programs, all kinds of things. We've started doing readers advisory on an online basis, so customers can email us and we can actually take their information and then make recommendations to them virtually. We've gone to online meetings and really had to work out different ways of communicating since we can't all be in the same place. So we're taking as many precautions as we can, but it's really been a big exercise in being flexible and creative while we can still offer as much similar options as we can. So we have been quarantining items. That's one of the biggest changes that we've been doing. We hold the items for up to a week. It's usually around 5 or 6 days before we actually check them in. So that's been a bit of a learning curve there, but that helps keep the staff safe and then therefore helps keep the community safe as well. We've all been learning a lot about using personal protective equipment. We've been using gloves, masks, face shields if necessary, and just really making sure that we keep distance and as much as possible. Sure. So when people come to pick up items, first of all, they've usually requested items online through the catalog. And then once they receive a notice that those items are available for them to pick up, they can call us or they can go online to schedule an appointment for pickup. So we do appointments so that we don't have a crowd of people all at once. It helps us spread it out throughout the day. So they schedule appointments, then at their given appointment time, they come. The checkout process takes just a couple of minutes. We take their information, get their items from the shelf, and check them out. And then they're on their way. And then with the returns, again, it's a very simple process for the customers. It's just we've got a bin out at the front, and people can return their items there. And so it's really a pretty great process that we've worked out on a quick turnaround. So it's been very successful.
Now, we have an interview with a customer of the Mitchell Park Library.
I feel fairly safe coming to the Mitchell Park Library. They have everything marked, there's signs on the floor where to stand so that you stay socially distanced. And then they have the returns in a separate area, and there's usually people, abiding by the rules. And I would say that my checking out has not really changed very much.
Apart from online holds and pickups, the library also has a new program called Book Bundles, where librarians pick out 10 picture books that they recommend and loan all of them to you. This is great because it replicates the feeling of browsing physical books and gives a range of new options for little kids to read. Also, the Mitchell Park Library has a ballot drop box where eligible voters can put their votes in. Closer to the door, you can find a set of voter guides and a board with a lot of voting information. I encourage you to get books from the Palo Alto City Libraries or from our JLS library, because physical books are another way to avoid more screen time. As you've seen, this is a safe way to get and return your books. This has been Samita from KJLS PantherCast. Now back to the anchor.
It's interesting how they do the book pickups and return now. This has been the KJLS Quarantine Broadcast, and make sure to tune in next week's as well. Remember, Panthers, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.